Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Good
Hello.
morning, everyone.
Good morning, Freya.
Good morning. Good afternoon, somebody? No, not yet. Good noon. Okay. Today is the very cold, the coldest day in Southern California. We got the lowest temperature. The low one is the 33 forecast says during the night. So this is the coldest winter day today. Yeah, I bet probably most of you got even the lower temperature than we do. Okay, Kathy's question for the handout, because I give you sometimes three styles of the sample and sometimes four styles, because for some character the cursive style is really is for probably already somebody are common, but for common people now, it's not very common for recognize. That's why sometimes I didn't choose that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I give you four styles, and sometimes some characters I give you only three styles. One style is really not very common. I mean, for you, I don't think it's necessary to learn it. Even you learn it to write out, and lots of people now doesn't really cannot be recognized. So yeah. That's the reason. Okay, let's start today on two characters. Let's start with the family first. See the handout family from the standard style first. I always try to show demo this first. Since we learned last time, what the character we learned last time? I mean, what the character
Was on?
Last yes, the on. Hey, who is answer with the pronunciation?
Emily.
Emily, you know the character and also the pronunciation. Yes. So this is like same radical on the top. Did you recognize it, guys? Yeah, the roof. As we say, lots of Chinese characters, we share the same radical, right? Okay, so dot. Press, and then gradually lift, right? Dot. And then little vertical, but with some angle on the left. And then horizontal. Pause, and kind of the kick out, but with the radical like that. I mean, with direction like that. Lift, pause, and lift. Okay, and that's the roof radical, right? Always on the top. We learned on last time for the save, right? And this is the family. Horizontal and continue a little bit in the back, kind of not repeat, but very narrow slant to this side. And then a little bit not vertical, it little bit curved like a hunchback thing from here. Okay, a little bit hunchback, and the back up to about the same place and hook. gradually lift, gradually lift. Okay, that's like the spine, like a spine thing, right? Hunchback thing. And then 2 slant this side. The lowest one longer. You know, I didn't do it very beautifully. Should be the more close and from kind of the same point, closer. Okay, and these like the big one in the eternity characters. So press a little bit, you know, back stroke, a little bit back, press, and then make the very small slant. And then big press this side. Okay, and I try to better for this part. Look at the sample, look at my demo. So here, too spacey, like not very, yeah, the too even roof. Gradually lift, gradually lift. Small one, longer one. Okay, you remember the last time we learned the save for the characters. Same top, this is a roof, right? Same radical on the top. And the character underneath is female, right? This is the roof radical. And what's the underneath this one? Any people know that?
Animal? Is it animal?
Hey, yes. As before, this character is specifically it's pig. This is a roof, and this is a pig. And we not very common. People know that not very common to use this as single character for pig. That common these days, but use this as the radical for animal. For animal, we call animal radical. Before use this, it's for the meaning of the pig. So the character for home, or also I think I forgot to put the one meaning of explanation you better add on is house. This also house, family and house for this jia, the pronunciation is the jia. So you can think about the meaning. Very interesting. The roof, and under the roof, if you put the female characters, the women there. So save place. Yeah, woman underneath of the roof in the house. And what's the house? What's the family? So roof, underneath of the roof. There is a pig, or there are pigs, so it's house, and as a family. Oh, okay. So remember the meaning easily, huh? Okay, and let's go see the walking style. basically walking style is just the faster doing thing, faster writing from the standard style. That's why also why we learned always learn the standard style first, right? So you got the enlarge it. Okay. So some more connection in between strokes, but sometimes change the order, but not this one. Just more connection of that. Can you still tell that, right? You can still tell from the standard style. So dot change the direction. Sometimes people do a little bit vertical, sometimes a little bit horizontal. So we talked about last time, can always change direction, right? So still dot and then vertical. Can you see? Yeah. And then vertical and become like a one stroke, very quick, horizontal, and this. Okay, by the way, walking style, like less pressing lift, you know, less that at the start, but the whole thing still some rhythm there. Okay, then this pick part, do this, and then, and continue hunchback thing. And then two of them. So since you know the order of the and the stroke of the standard style, so write them like more connect in between and the less pressing lifting become faster writing. And then I think my ink is very dry. I think from the bottom of the bottom ink, bottom of the bottle.
There's car there? No.
So dot still the same thing, and then just more connect. You know, sometimes even those two, the hunchback things very connect this stroke, and even those two you can do connect. And also, I think you noticed that the last stroke standard is the press and the long, right? And for the faster writing, sometimes the rule is the big press become the very powerful dot-like thing, you know, just that. Not very, you know, they omitted the lifting thing, you know, so press, long press becomes short but still powerful dot. Yeah, that's kind of the common role in the walking style from the standard. So press become dot because want to write faster. Okay, let's look at the grass style, cursive style of the family house. That's really connected. That's running. It's running. So as we said, from standard to walking, the order sometimes change the strokes order. Sometimes still keep the same order, but connected, and some rows there. But this one really even kind of changed the order. The roof become, that's right first. No dot first. and connect with the hunchback later. See, and the roof, vertical, horizontal, and the hook become just one stroke like that. Connect indicated dot part and hunchback together. And then 2 dots become, and 1 dot indicated all right-hand side thing. Become that. Understand? So the roof part, see, dot, vertical, horizontal, and the press hook become see horizontal, vertical, horizontal one become just like that, indicated a little bit, so a little bit press like that. That's it. That's it. And then a circle continue. Okay, back to the top, indicated there is dot, right? Right? And then continue with the hunchback thing, like that. And then, 2 slant become just 2 dot, because easier. Sorry, not this one. See, 2 dot, but with some direction, because it's one this direction and because to the right, ready to the right. So 1 this direction and 1 this direction even. And then on the right hand side, 2 strokes become just 1 stroke simplified. Indicate something there, yeah. Because it's a spine there and 2 something left hand side, something right hand side. That's it. And some radicals become 1 radical and change the order. That's very common in the cursive writing. And you get used to it, and it shows the rhythm and like chi energy movement later. So yeah, you understand the way to go, and you try some and become yourself. And sometimes the first a few one you notice here and you omit there, and yeah, after a while you'll get used to and very fluent. It changed a lot, right? And every time when we write, started the standard style, so you know how it developed from here, and eventually become, just. Okay, that's the family. And we also want to learn the script and official script. Official script basically is on the hard surface to do, not on paper, no paper yet. So even later on paper, we still keep this as the art to write. Nowadays on the slogan or on the label, on the advertising or on some logo thing, you will see lots of this official script. So on the hard surface, thinking about like the knife carving thing on the surface. see the sample first. And we analyzed, we learned. So basically, not that showy of the like dog bone thing, but the one goose tail flying, one stroke here shows not on the horizontal one, it shows on the last stroke of the press one, right? Okay, and also the dot or the small vertical, like on the roof radical, like two sides, one, right? In the, so triangle, lots of triangle looking for the small stroke. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Okay, press and slowly down, kind of the pull. Looks stiff, not very quick lift, right? Because it's on the hard, on your carving, like use a knife. Okay, back, and pull down. Back, conceal the tip, and then go. And go a little bit back like that. And then not press and lift, do that hook one, right? You can tell another stroke. So this is also very typical character for this kind of the style. Stroke by stroke, because you are carving. Not easy to do like the soft bristle thing, the hair thing. You can do press and lift, pressing and lifting. That's the brush on paper doing. On hard surface, you do not do that one. You do stroke by stroke. And look at this little dot or little vertical thing. It's more triangle liking. I mean, instead of raindrop, right? Instead of a beautiful raindrop thing, that's the bristle, soft one made it. And on the paper, you can make it. And use knife on the stone. The trace should be more triangle. Okay, and the small, same way to do, back, conceal, and then go. And then the hunchback thing, same thing. Hide the tip, conceal the tip, and go. Okay, and ready to go big, like a goose tail flying thing. Press, press, press. Gradually lift. But don't go too far. Don't sweeping. Okay. And this stroke shows sometimes typical things shows like last time in the female one, there is a stroke of the horizontal, right? The horizontal stroke do like that. So the goose tail flying shows as the horizontal one at the end. And sometimes it shows on the press stroke. And this is kind of the only stroke for the official script, very showy, and shows what? Shows it is different from the like seal carving on the seal carving on the bronze seal carving style is different from that. So later than that. So when you write, just remember when you go, what's the power you need to use? I mean, how hard you hold the brush and the perpendicular to the paper to go. You do not have to show that much, but if you want to show some things, this is the stroke to show. Yeah, like last time, people's I think two of you, I got the homework, like Emily's and Hugh and Hugh's homework. Emily's Plum, the character, looks very good. And even I didn't show I didn't see the horizontal, the goose tail one, very showy, but I can tell the way she understand, and Hugh same thing, understand. That's the most important. I mean the whole stroke, how to go. Thinking of the knife carving on the stone, that's the most important thing. See, looks not very, light one like the on paper. That's the most thing. But if you want to more showy, you can do more showy on this flying thing. But remember, only one stroke, only one stroke show this. This dot not very good. Try to press first and then do smaller. Oh, I recall on the Hugh's last homework, and for the roof, the writing the top radical, and do not do those too small. There is a stroke here, not just press very light like that. That's too small. Like the standard style shows one stroke of the horizontal, so it's too small. Need to very, tell people there is a stroke. The reason I'm giving you 4 or 3 styles to do is for learning. You can learn all of them, and something I think interesting in between, and for us to learn, to understand, and also when you write, you can choose the one you like. Okay, you choose the one you like to do. As I said, sometimes depend on the meaning. And today we are learning the 2 characters. We are really, I said in the email, both of them, they can do individual, like the write on the paper as image, one character. One flying. Okay, let's move on the next character. So when you write, or some people, or I want to let you know, even you can learn all of them and you developed your own, you know, something in between, and there is no certain rule like the in between walking style and cursive style. You know how much you connected, right? As I write, sometimes you can tell, those two strokes possible connect together or those not, or even on the two styles of the official script and the standard, sometimes not very, you know, you can choose some things you like and become yourself something in between. Yeah. Okay, the happy, look at the sample. How many you see that or you learned that already? Probably not, I don't know.
Victoria, is this the one that you use when for weddings you do a double happiness?
Hey, yes. How did you do that?
Oh, because I have done magpies and I give them away for, you know, my friends that get married.
Yeah, see, I got red paper here. I say, oh, later I will let you know.
So I make the magpies and then I write the double happiness.
Understand. I bet. I guess so. I say, oh, probably you got the commission doing that. Have done that already. Anyway, this is very easy one. Okay, horizontal first, kind of small. Let's go standard first, huh? And then the vertical, and then horizontal. And then what's this character? Mouth. But we write it like the. And then here goes the longest. And two small horizontal thing with some radicals here, like the grass top, right? And then mouth at the bottom. So here's the standard style for happy. And then let's move down to the walking style. Can very easily to tell, right? Unless the last like a grass top from this stroke, the vertical stroke, and continue go like the mouth one, the square one looks like the number 12, right? Very connected, vertical and then horizontal, vertical, you know, indicated. I always say that like the number vertical, I mean number 12. Okay, go, more connect. The 12. Okay, as I said, the cursive style I didn't give you is really doesn't looks like a very not very common looking, and that's still the official script. One thing I think I always need to mention the official script compared with the standard. The power you use thinking of the hard surface, that's one big difference. And the big, just a one stroke flying, goose tail flying. Also, the whole thing more flat. Remember it? Okay, so. Horizontal, vertical, horizontal, and then flat mouth. And those two, like the very connect, you know, on carving, as I said, sometimes you got to experience very hard to leave a little bit like an island thing. So put them together when you carve the stroke sometimes. Okay, here is the horizontal one, the big horizontal one to make the flying, goose tail flying thing. And then the flat box, the mouth things underneath. Okay, that's about it. Okay, and now I'm going to write the in Chinese very common too, but I couldn't find it in my computer. It's not on the dictionary, but it does very, very common to do double happiness, put them together. How to write it? Okay, I'm going to write it. Big flying things here, same thing. As the double happiness. You can tell, right? How much it's actually like the left and right. The character itself is kind of left and right. I mean, the kind of the flipped thing, right? Flipped. And you want to show like the, I write the seal script, seal carving, I mean, the official script. So one stroke here shows there are whole thing character, whole thing character, one character, not two characters. And how much how much still individual and how much shared, you know. Okay, now I'm going to write on the, because it's not, it's kind of very common to write on the red paper to give it to the new married people, and they put on the door or on the living room, about the like the dining table or on the wall, you know, something like that. And very common. I saw lots of some people, my student, before when I taught Chinese, they just directly, they are not for this occasion, and they just think, oh, I like these characters, and the double happiness is double happiness. When I think it's very happy, or two things very happy, I just put this double happiness just on back of their door, their door in the dorm. They just put there, and it's very interesting. I want to show you for the one character. Yeah, this is actually the paper for, we have this tradition in the Chinese New Year around. We do lots of these things, one character for the image, some lucky characters, or anything for blessing, you know, for good lucky thing, for New Year's wish or some things. Okay, do this. Okay, one big horizontal one, flying thing. You know, always one stroke in the characters dominate things. You know what? for the image, sometimes if you give to the new like a new married people, the couple, sometimes not sometimes some places I watched the people do that. People do, instead of like two, see the two mouth here, right? They do two heart. However, this is the image thing, right? So I saw some people design like that. That's very, very, very nice. Yeah, that's the double happiness. The meaning, and not just that. Lots of you will see probably in the Chinese, lots of the famous brand, like our like in the ping pong ball, the the table tennis. Some people call that in China. In China, we have a lot. The ping pong ball is this double happiness brand, and also there is a cigarette double happiness. So you will see that on lots of like logo thing or some brand there for that, and also okay, we have a little bit of time. I will do the and you see in my back, I put the orchids there. Can you see that on the back, on the in front of the on the screen? There is I think 2 orchids I put there. 2 of them. Why I put there 2 of them is I'm going to do the one with the plum blossom petal flower petal looking thing, the rounded one there, which is the smaller one, and the other one, the tall one, is called West Sichuan, because it's a Sichuan province's orchids, the Taoist light, because of the yellowish flower and a lot of flower there. So I will show you a picture later, and under the light is lots of the yellowish. I will show you the picture. I post a picture on in the classroom. So why I bring 2 of them there, I want to show you the size is really varied. Some bigger, some small, some are very small. And from far, you can see why the way Chinese painting for the orchids, it says concentrate on the leaves, See the flower is really small, the proportion from far, cannot really see it, really see it, but it's very fragrant from that far. See like a 2 meters from the place I sit, I can smell it. I can smell the fragrance. So very fragrant, but flower, but very small. And why we use it as the for gentlemen's practicing in the, because lots of lots of calligraphy strokes. I think I want to do some, try to do some, put some color one. Okay, so see the handout. I mean, the picture in the email I send it to you. It's very. the rounded, right? The flower, and I try use the green kind of green yellowish thing. I do the flower. Okay, choose the smooth side. I do the flower. I try to save some save spots for the flower, and then later I will use ink to do the leaves. Or you can do the other way, do leaf first. I use 2 strokes to do the petal, and a little bit, you know, a little bit like the tip thing. Do that like you do the plum blossom. You know, some people do like circle, like the one stroke, and some people do 2 strokes. You can do each way. Okay. And you know, the center one is really small. You can, from the picture, very interesting. Cannot really see, you know. So looks like a 3. And I will do the one side one. One back one. Stem. Okay, well, I'll do the center theme later. And then I'll do the okay, use some dark ink first. Some thinner one, short one, supposed to be lighter. And the older stock, you can make some, it's really, you know, dark. And the old leaves, this become is there for 1 to 2 years for the single leaves. So some is very stiff and very hard. And I need to do some center thing, red just a dot. You can use white or you don't have to. The back one, you probably see a little. This and also the side one. You know, just a little bit. And all right. This is called the double happiness plum. It's orchid. It's not dry yet. Anyway. This is double shone. It's kind of smell. Okay, and my name here, and later I will put seal there. I didn't bring the seal here. Put my name here. I should use the smaller brush. Huh? And the seal here, I will later put here. Actually, for the new student, I give out the handout from Mustard Seed Garden painting menu there. You know, for the orchids, the flower normally like the 5 petals, right? Two of them like that, right? 2 of them like the embracing, holding towards, and the 3 of them like outsider. So totally 5. You know, we call it 5 petals for the flower, right? So 1, 2, and the 3, 4, 5, like that, right? And you dot center, right? 1, 2, you know, whatever, which one you go first. But this one, a little bit special. The orchid, I sent a picture. I took it from my real orchid. And the thing I'm doing now is the petal is really, you know, rounded. And we only see like the 3 petals, and the 2 of them, 2 inside one, I mean, the 2 center one, it's really closed, and with, you know, 2 things, you know, different. We have hundreds of the orchids, different orchids with different name. Mostly are different leaves, a little bit from the category, and the different flower petals. This also called the arming, the embracing the petals, like the, how to say, the silk swarm butterfly. You know, that it like 2 insects, the eye there, for the 2 petals, cannot really see it, hold very tightly. So you only see the very fat, rounded 3 petals outside. That's why it's called the plum petal orchid, plum petal orchid. Anyway, for fun, to do our calligraphy stroke, I'm just want to show you what I'm doing. I can do the two strokes for this rounded petal, and this way to easy to show the tip thing. If you do one stroke, kind of hard to do the round thing and the tip thing, right? I noticed the last time when Emily shows the plum blossom, it's good. I think 2 strokes, because easier to do the tip thing, the flower petal tip thing. But just want to tell you the plum petal is very rounded. It's very rounded. So you do 2 strokes, you can do 2 strokes together, but the whole petals are very rounded, made them rounded. And for other flower, probably a little bit oval shaped, different. And the leaves, we learned a lot, right? And the review again for the new student. You see the handout on the mustard seeds garden. So 3 strokes, 1 to open the sky, 1 open the sky, and the 2 to make the phoenix eye here, because it's crossed, right? You need some crossing thing. And the 3rd one to break the eye. So this is a very basic 3 strokes. And then you can go another group of the 3 strokes, or by adding some things. That's the basic things. Anyway, we will do this always as practicing, and this more like the calligraphy doing thing. I will do a lot, and as I promised, when I got the good orchids opened, bloomed, and I will bring it to the class, and we will do some very simple thing and learn some characters we can put it on. Okay, that's how much we did today for today's class, and review it and have fun with your practicing, play with it. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.